So I want to take a moment to just acknowledge and say, Happy Mama's Day, Happy Mother's Day, that we remember and we hold in our hearts all those who've ever had a positive or loving experience that we've had with mothering, whether those are relatives by blood or by choice, all the mothers that we may choose to remember and honor, all the mothers in every form, regardless of relation or gender, from divine mother to drag mother, from Mother Earth to mothers on earth. We hold in our hearts this day all those that we choose to love as our chosen mothers. As has been a congregational tradition at Tree of Life, we begin our time together with a land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that the land on which we gather and worship today is the unceded territory of the Peoria, the Potawatomi, the Miamia, the Chateyasakawan, the Ho-Chunk, and the Kickapoo peoples. Today, Illinois is still home to indigenous peoples, and we are very grateful to have the opportunity to continue to gather on this land. With this acknowledgement comes covenant and commitment to the land and to her people, to learn and honor the history and the heritage of our indigenous neighbors, to build meaningful relationships and connections with indigenous communities, and to join them in seeking a more just world. I invite those of us that are online today, if you're willing and able, to turn your camera on so that you're able to be seen. And I invite our tech team to open all our cameras so that we all can see one another. Those that are with us on Zoom, those that are with us in the room, our roomies and our zoomies, and that together we are one community connected. And let's take a moment. Yeah, come on in and have a seat. If we need more chairs, we can get more chairs out. Our ushers will assist you with bringing out more chairs. That's what's nice about being a flexible space. We've got more chairs in the closet. Nice to have a full room. Yeah, we tend to be sometimes downsized a little bit on Mother's Day, but it's nice to have everyone here. We're going to take a moment to just center ourselves through our breath and our breathing. Be aware of your breath, be aware of your breathing, and let's center our bodies and our spirits. And as we breathe slowly and deeply, as we breathe in and out, to remember that we're connected in mystery and in miracle to the universe, to one another, to the world around us, no matter where we may be. Whenever we breathe in, we are breathing in the molecules of all those beings who've lived before us. We breathe in the breath of the ancestors, the breath of plants and animals and of the earth itself, connected to all that is this life and all that has gone before. And when we breathe out, we become future ancestors. Our breath lives on with those who come after us, connected by our breath and by our actions to all that will be. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes. And if you were with us the last Sunday in April, which was our last service at Bull Valley Road, we closed with the hymn, When Our Heart is in a Holy Place. And today we're going to open with that same song. And as we closed on April 26th on Bull Valley Road, we had a recessional where we walked out our chalice and walked out some of our worship items. And today, this service, our first service here, we will have a processional, inviting our chalice and some of those same items back into our worship space. So as you're willing and able, please rise in body or spirit and sing When Our Heart is in a Holy Place, hymn number 128, and the words will also be on the screen.
When our heart is in the holy place, when our heart is in a holy place. We are blessed with love and amazing grace when our heart is in a holy place. When we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell our story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we share the silence of sacred space, and the God of our hearts is within, and we feel the power of each other's faith, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a
Ancient flame glowing anew, illuminates our hopes, reflects our values. For here upon this land, in this sunlit room, here is where the sacred meets us. Here is where worship happens. The sacred is the earth upon which we gather and the air we share, breathing together in our sacred space, a new and hopeful place where we can renew our truest selves. The journey continues, and when we look deep within and around us, we find all that is needed.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm the Reverend Dr. Matthew Johnson. I serve as a congregational life consultant for the Mid-America region of the UUA and bring you greetings and congratulations on your new home from the more than 1,000 congregations across the United States and more around the world. Some of you may recognize me because I used to serve as the minister at the Unitarian Universalist Church in Rockford, Illinois, and have been to preach at your previous location and been with you a few times over the years. And it's great to be with you this morning when Chaplain Dave told me what day it would be, when it was like, we don't know, it looks like it might be a while. And then a few days later, it was like, it's going to be in 2 weeks. I said, hey, I'm free that day. Let me drive over and be with you to celebrate with you for this exciting moment, this time of believing in possible futures and being flexible in making space, and you're making space this morning. You're adding chairs like as we speak, and it's gorgeous. Our churches across the country, many of them, in particular ones of this size, are finding new families and people coming because of hunger for meaning and connection and a place to be known. There's, enough people here to have program, but yet we see each other's faces and we know who each other are. And that's beautiful, and that's what you're about this morning. And so it's great to be with you and to call us into worship together in this space. Spaces are made holy by us bringing our longing to them, by us bringing our hearts, our hopes, and our dreams. They're made holy by our striving. When we put our hearts in a holy place, that place becomes holy because we come with our questions and our wondering. Each moment, thus, can be a moment of intention and sacredness, that everything is a sacrament, that every moment is holy. So bring your longing here to this space and to this time. Bring your longing for meaning. Bring your longing for community. Bring your longing for beauty and joy, for compassion and justice, that we might unveil the bonds that bind us each to all. A time and a space is made holy when we bring our hearts. Wondering and loving, let us worship together.
Good morning. Please join in recalling our mission statement. At Tree of Life UUC, we nurture a community that welcomes diversity, supports the spiritual growth of its members, and acts to create a more just society. Good morning. My name is Lisa Messinger. I use she, her pronouns. Come on in. There's plenty of room. And I'm your worship leader this morning. So the sharing of joys and concerns is a sacred moment. To help us grow in community, we invite you to share a few short sentences about your joy or concern. Like a pebble in the water, so also are our joys and sorrows embraced by our beloved community. So we'll have you place a pebble into the basin in the table in front of me here. And for online participants who have raised their hands in chat, I will call on you after we finish with our joys and concerns in the sanctuary. For the people who are online, when I call on you, please unmute yourself and share your joy and concern, and then I will select a pebble for you and place it in the basin as well as those unspoken joys and concerns. Come on up.
My name is Heather Medaus. I use she, her pronouns, and I have a concern today for my father-in-law who has been battling bone cancer for years. He has one last chance at an immunotherapy treatment, and if that does not work, then we are looking at hospice. So any thoughts and prayers you have for my husband, for his family, I would deeply, deeply appreciate them. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Leah. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm happy to share that my mom came home today, or actually Thursday, and we're going to be able to celebrate Mother's Day with her here at home, and she's doing really well and thankful to be there. So.
Hi, Ivy Sitkoski, she, her pronouns. So this is not exactly personal, but it is. I have a joy. I am so happy that David Attenborough turned 100 years old on Friday. I am so incredibly inspired by the work that he's done over his long career, so much for the natural world, so much for the environment. And I feel like if I could do 1/100th of what he's done, then the world will be a better place. So I'm just happy that he has been given this long life to continue to be the awesome person that he is.
Good morning. So happy to be here. My name is Irene Raven. I use she, her pronouns. I believe the last time I talked with you, I spoke about my sister, who's 6 years younger than I, and she was going in for a total hysterectomy because of sighting of cancer. And the results are that she looks to be that they got everything. There was no cancer in the lymph nodes. Anyway, I want to thank you all for your thoughts, your prayers, and sharing your concern with me.
Hello, Till Spitza, he, they. I have about a week of high school left, and so that's a joy because what it's kind of shown me is there was a moment like a few weeks ago where it's like, you know what? It's, everything I do here is, might be my last. And I'm like, that doesn't really apply because high school's ending. I mean, that just applies anywhere. And what I realized last week, like Wednesday, is like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go play volleyball in or go in the courtyard because it's probably the last time I'm going to get to do it. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to build a kite later today and fly it Monday. Things like that. It's like, yeah. So it's a joy of mine.
I'm Linda Wallen, she, her. I just want to take a moment to thank and appreciate all the people that worked so hard to make this move possible. I don't begin to know what went into this, from finding a place to negotiating with the Sikh to organizing the move, which is just an amazing feat. And I know there's pieces of this that I know nothing about. But I do appreciate, that people worked very, very hard to get us here. And I just appreciate all of you and feel very proud to be part of this community.
Hello, Patrick Murphin, he, him. On Tuesday, my youngest daughter, Maureen, the one who's in residence in our house with her family, is going to have her surgery to remove a cancerous location in her breast. Its prognosis is good, and she's told that some of the worst case scenarios are off the table. But it's a tough thing for any relatively young woman. So I hope you keep her in mind, and I'm sure she's going to be all right.
My name is Susie. I use she, her pronouns, and I brought up a little bundle of flowers because for many people who have maybe estranged relationships with their mothers, or they've had, like myself, their parents pass, and I recently had my grandmother pass, this can be a really tough day. And so I just wanted to hold space for those who might be grieving, who might be having lots of different feelings about today and Mother's Day, or even many times I hear from young moms, like they feel like they're pouring into other people, and they don't quite have people pouring into them. And so for those mothers as well, I thought this weekend was going to be incredibly hard, but luckily my husband made it a really lovely day yesterday, and we had brunch, and we went to what I am now dubbing like the museum for me, which is a garden center. I was like, it's like a big gift shop, and I get to take them all home. And we probably bought way too many plants, but what was lovely to go around, and I got this idea from one of my clients, is she has her children pick out plants each year, perennials that come back, so that she can like see her garden expand. I did something like that, and I picked out a plant, one for what my father would always give my mother, which was lilacs, and my mother loved blue hydrangeas, and that was so we picked out one of those. And then for my grandmother, her name Suzanne, which is also my name, is Lily of the Valley. And so luckily for me, my Lily of the Valleys were coming up. And so I have these 3 flowers just in remembrance of them that I wanted to kind of keep a little bit separate from Flower Communion, but I wanted to bring and share with our community. So thank you for letting me have the space to do that today.
Do you want me to? Go ahead, unmute yourself, Jessica, and share.
Oh, hi. Yeah, we were. We're getting feedback. Okay. Hopefully that worked. We were changing our minds a lot whether or not we wanted to talk, but as usual, we're sick from Mother's Day. So thank you for having the online option so that we could participate in service today. Is there anything you want to say, everybody? See? Anything you're grateful for?
And just talk.
Oh, about what?
Well, community.
Community. That's a new topic. What about it?
So, how do they grow into baby?
How it grows? Okay. Well, there we are. Thank you, everybody.
Anyone else online? No? Okay.
And it looks like if we have a few more moments.
Chairs. The compassion and trust of our beloved community flows from each of us. Each of our joys and concerns, spoken and unspoken, are immersed in this mutual love and respect of our beloved community.
Please rise, or body and spirit, and sing number 123, Spirit of Life.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Thank you so much. Today we continue a ceremony and tradition that was begun by the Reverend Norbert Chopek and his wife and partner Maya, first celebrated in Prague in 1923. And this ceremony reminds us the beauty and uniqueness of each of us, of each person, that just as no two flowers are alike, no two people are alike, that there's beauty in this diversity. And by bringing flowers together in bouquets, we're reminded of the beauty and the power of community. We come together in our congregations so that we can learn to come together in the wider world around us. Our exchange of flowers reminds us of the many gifts that we give and receive from one another, that we see the humanity in the person that we give the flower to, and we see the humanity in the person we receive the flower from. It's a beautiful ceremony. It's a beautiful tradition, one that's unique to our tradition, our congregation, our Unitarian Universalist heritage. I was explaining to our new neighbors, the Presbyterians, Pastor Maggie, what we were doing today, that this was flower communion, a little bit about the significance of it, and a little bit of the history of it. And so she invited her congregation to bring flowers today. And so when folks arrive at fellowship, they will be bringing flowers with them, and we'll do one more flower exchange. Now, this ceremony is also a part of a greater and powerful history, that we remember that flower communion and its messages of beauty and the importance of each person was being practiced and celebrated in the midst of rising authoritarianism and in the cruelty of the Nazi Party. And as Norbert Chopek's resistance to the Nazi Party became more well-known and more recognized, his life became increasingly in danger. And while he could have left, the American Unitarian Association reached out to him and said, "We can provide you safe harbor here." He said, "I can't leave my people." And he continued to practice and preach and build community. And eventually he was arrested, and he did die in a concentration camp. And it's said that even within the concentration camp, that he would go out in the fields with people and they would find flowering plants and still find a way to continue the flower communion ceremony. Now, I don't know whether that part is true or if that's just, oral tradition that sprung up, but I know that the spirit of resistance and that commitment to liberation lives on through this ceremony. That when we celebrate flower communion, we're connected to a history of those who've gone before us to bring greater love and justice into this world. and to those before us who resisted authoritarianism, even as we must do so today. So let us on this day, as we have in our Unitarian Universalist congregations for over 100 years, receive these flowers and all that they represent. So I'm going to begin by setting aside some flowers for the people who are online. And so Ryan or Julie, if you can just give me the names of the folks we have online today, I'll say their name and set aside a flower. Well, I'm on mic. Jessica. Laura Cantelli. Say that one again, please. Louine. And Suzanne. And Victor. We can't forget Victor. Victor, we're setting aside a flower for you. And now I'd like to invite our young people and anybody else who would like to assist in distributing the flowers. Please come forward and grab a basket of flowers, and we'll make sure that everybody gets at least one. There's also flowers in the back. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Here's Aiden. And anyone else who'd like to assist, we'll just keep passing out flowers until everybody has a flower. There's flowers at the back table back near Emmy. And don't forget the people in the very, very back that are sitting just outside of the edge of our temporary walls here, peeking in. Yeah. I'll take one. And make sure you get one for yourself as well. Yeah. Thank you so much, and make sure, don't forget to get one for yourself as well. Yeah. All right. So I invite you to hold on to your flower, everybody to hold on to their individual flowers, and we'll bless these flowers and bless one another. Norbert Chopek, when he would practice flower communion, would begin by saying, Infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessings on these, thy messengers of fellowship and love. So take a moment to consider these flowers as messengers of fellowship and as messengers of love. What do these flowers remind you of this day? What is their message to you? And if you're so moved, feel free to just call out a word or a short phrase of one of the messages that's on your heart today as we celebrate this ceremony. Love. Connection. Your son-in-law. Peace. Joy. Spring joy. Thoughtfulness. Bloom. thankfulness, and say yours. Acceptance, growth, diversity. Online we have beauty and surprising places and beginnings, resurrection and new life. Sacred connections. Thank you. As you consider the flower that you hold and all that is invoked in it on this day, I invite you to stand and exchange flowers with somebody around you. It doesn't have to only be the person right next to you. It's okay to get up and walk to somebody. But as we exchange flowers, take a moment, look that person in the eye, consider the humanity of that person. Welcome. Welcome. Hi, I'm Dave. Nice. Hi. Hi, it's good to see you.
Wow. I'm back.
Hi, Deirdre. Thank you so much. For those of you that are online, feel free to post messages to one another if you'd like. And thank you so much. If everyone would please take a seat again as you're ready. An infinite Spirit of life, we ask thy blessings on these, thy messengers of fellowship and love. May these flowers remind us of the beauty of our own uniqueness and diversity as people. And may they remind us of the power and promise of beloved community. May these flowers, these messengers of fellowship and love, remind us of the inherent worthiness and dignity of each and every person. And may we hold each person in our hearts, in our conscience, in our actions. May these flowers remind us that we ourselves are messengers of love and justice, and that we cannot remain silent. May we be as bright and bold and as joyful as these flowers. Oh, greater love. In our historical imagination, we know that there was a time in the evolution of our planet that flowers did not exist. And that when flowers finally did appear, they changed the world. And may we do so as well. Blessed be. I'd like to close our flower communion with a song. It's not one that's on the slides. I'm going to move the mic a little bit away from my mouth so I don't overwhelm you with on pause for a moment, or pause my sound for a moment. We will get there. We'll go there next. But one last thing. This is a song I've led you in before. It's very easy to learn. I'm going to sing a line and ask you to repeat it, and then we'll sing it together one time through. It's where you go, I will go, beloved. Right? So it starts with I'm going to sing a line. You repeat the line I sang. We'll try that, then we'll sing it together. All right. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Okay, so we'll do that together. We'll do it twice. It'll sound better the second time, right? Okay, ready? Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. One more time. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. You're divine, my divine. Now we can bring up that offertory slide. Thank you.
Each week, as we worship, we welcome the offerings that support the work of community. Many of us have already given our monetary gifts electronically. Still, we set aside this time for the spiritual practice of gratitude. Online participants may give their offering in one of three ways that are listed on your screen. For those of you in the sanctuary, you may place your offering in the plate, or if you've already given, simply show your gratitude by passing it to your neighbor. If you're new to Tree of Life, please let this giving opportunity pass you by. Your presence here is your gift to us. In whatever way you give, your generosity is greatly appreciated. Now, as the offering is being taken, please sing along to hymn number 305, Des Colores.
All the colors, yes, the colors we see in the springtime with all of its flowers. All the colors, when the sunlight shines out through a rift in the clouds and it showers. All the colors, as a rainbow appears when a storm cloud is touched by the sun. All the colors abound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. All the colors, yes, the colors of people parading on by with their banners. All the colors, yes, the colors of pennants and streamers and plumes and bandanas. All the colors, yes, the colors of people now taking their place in the sun. All the colors abound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. All the colors, yes, the black and the white and the red and the brown and the yellow. All the colors of people who smile and shake hands and say hello. All the colors, yes, the colors of people who know that their freedom is won. All the colors abound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun.
give thanks for these gifts and all the gifts you bring. Let us now extinguish our chalice. We extinguish the chalice. We extinguish this flame of communal worship and now carry its light with us.
We share its light, we carry its warmth to all who meet.
You would think I would be able to remember that. We're going to do some announcements. Yeah. All right. So we don't want to forget our announcements. You now have a chance to beautify your yard and grow fresh veggies and support our youth this Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon. The Coming of Age youth are holding a plant sale here at our new location, and we'll have a wide variety of plants to offer from nurseries and members. 100% of the proceeds will go to support their service and learning trip to this summer to Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota. Have plans to donate? Contact Heather Madaus or Freddie Fennell. And Heather's in the pink back there. And Freddie's in the yellow. All right. The Fellowship Committee wants you. The Fellowship, AKA the FUUN Fun Committee, is seeking a few people to join our committee. Do you enjoy planning parties and hosting dinners? Do you like decorating and getting excited about creating fun activities for all to enjoy? If so, we want you to join us. We meet on the first Monday of the month at 10 a.m. via Zoom. Please contact either of our co-chairs, Laura Cantelli and Beth Hoover, or email us at fellowship@treeoflifeuu.org. And finally, we want to get to know you and answer your questions. If you are new to Tree of Life, we hope you will fill out the green visitor card you were offered at the table. Online visitors can fill out the visitor card posted in the chat. We invite you to join us after the service for a conversation. We are a friendly bunch and welcome the chance to get to know you.
Thanks, Lisa, and thanks, everyone. And I want to join in the thank yous to just everybody who's too countless to name that spent time these last couple of weeks helping put things in boxes, taking inventory, being around for just extra things that popped up as we were preparing to move, and this last week as we were moving, all the people who joined in as the moving trucks arrived to unload all of those boxes. And there's still unpacking to do. So if you would like to do more, just let us know. But thank you for all that everyone's done already so far. I want to also just put out a special word of appreciation to Deirdre, who has spent so much time kind of laying groundwork with the fellowship team, with the other congregation for over the last couple weeks and this last week. Oh, there you are. I was like, where is Deirdre? She's here somewhere. I know you're here. But Deirdre has done an incredible job laying positive relationships with some of the people we're going to meet in just a few minutes. So thank you, Deirdre. And Alan, who prior to moving in this space was coming over and visiting and was making diagrams and showing people and saying, what do you think of this? And this last week here, almost every day, saying, trying out different arrangements for what this space would look like today. So the space that we are in today, thank you, Alan, for all that you did in loving care. Next week, I won't be here. I'll be at Prairie Circle, our sibling congregation. And next week is Judy Stetner's last Sunday as a staff person in our congregation. I know I will see Judy before her last work day, and I know that I'll see Judy because, and I'm looking around, where the heck is Judy? Oh, there you are. That, you know, and I know I'll see Judy because Judy's coming back as a congregation member. But I wanted to take this moment to acknowledge that as a new minister coming into this congregation, how much Judy did to not only welcome me, but really help me succeed. There's lots of people in the congregation who've had my back at different times and have lifted me up, but Judy's been there from the very, very beginning. And I'm so glad that you are part of our congregation, but I just want to personally thank you for all that you've done for me over the last 2.5 years as the minister for this congregation. I can't imagine what it would have been like without you. So thank you. I'm going to do a short blessing, and then we're going to start singing. We're going to start singing Welcome, Rejoice, and Come In, an unusual song to close with, but fitting for what's going to happen. Because what we now do is transform this space into fellowship space. So we'll need folks that these two walls, these are actually two walls on wheels that we will fold and move this way. And we have a couple walls here that we will fold and move this way. We also will arrange the chairs so that, and the tables, so that they look kind of fellowshipy, you know, so that people can sit and gather around in circles, and we'll move some of our worship stuff over to the side. For anybody who's able to stay after, even a little bit longer after fellowship, then we'll be kind of moving things to making space for in-between weeks. So I'd like to take a moment for our closing blessing to again borrow from Norbert Chopik. There is a hymn in our hymnal, hymn number 8, that we're not going to sing, but I want to offer these words that are from the chorus of that hymn that says, Mother Spirit, Father Spirit, take our hearts, take our breath, and let our voices sing our parts. Take our hands and let us work to shape our art. May we leave this time together with open and loving hearts, with hearts that show compassion and seek justice, and may we shape the art of our lives. May we shape the art of our community.